Oh, nice. That's awesome. Congratulations. That's not easy to do. Oh, here we go. YouTube stream is working. Cool. All right. Now, why does it say chat is disabled? Let me just pop this up. Got it. Cool. Okay. We're just going to have Firefox running in the background, apparently. Okay, cool. That's fine. It is what it is. Sick. Yeah, nursing school, that's awesome. Big accomplishment, not easy to do. So, props to you for that. Okay, today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I alluded to it in my Instagram story yesterday, if any of you saw that. So for the couple of you that are in here now, my current goal, my end goal with music at the moment, obviously continue to make my own stuff, release stuff on Spotify. Like, big part of who I am as an artist is just making music because I enjoy making music. But in terms of career sustainability, obviously I try to go against the grain a little bit, which doesn't usually pertain, like, you have a little bit of a maybe a luck involvement if you're kind of I'm gonna do my own thing and not really pander to people. So you end up with like Nirvanas who do really well. Whatever. Anyways, point with this being, that's true as well. Water and currently milk. Anyways, in terms of making a career out of music, I've put some time and effort and thought into it, because that's still end goal. Do it full time. And so what I've determined will be my most likely and probably most enjoyable means of making money from music is by doing music and audio for video games. Because obviously I'm a huge fan of video games. Obviously I live stream on Twitch. All of these things kind of go hand in hand. I have a tech degree. So, like, a lot of my life has kind of been pointing me in this direction already. So, with that being said, I think what's going to happen is the majority of my live streams are going to be me composing songs for games that already exist to kind of build up a portfolio of like, oh, if this was the scenario that the game that I was working on had, here's kind of the music that I would make for it. And then I can take these live streams and bundle them into like cool little videos and stuff. So that's where I'm at. I also have a plan to do that, Jay. I am kind of trying to work on doing some YouTube stuff more for fun. But yeah, where I like talk about music and stuff. I do have a plan to play Subnautica on stream as well at some point, because I think that would be fun. But I need to mess with the setup more, because I don't know that my lone PC could handle it. So anyways, a lot of content coming. Like I said, I've got this beautiful space now. Yes, that was actually, Amanda, you hit it on the head. That was exactly the idea. Bring Craig back. He's on a water planet now, so we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. Like I said, schedule's kind of up in the air. But with that being said, let's try to find. I had a couple of ideas for like a setting, a video game setting that we could use for making music too. So if you guys have any ideas, feel free to add them. Nobody responded to my Instagram story, which is fine. It was kind of vague. I didn't expect a whole lot, but my thought was I would like a video of this, but maybe I won't get one. All right. Let's do this. Google Images. What? Okay. Sorry, guys. Let me switch over. Cool. All right. Here we go. You know the developers of Subnautica. That's pretty cool. I mean, like I said, I've seen a little bit of gameplay from it. It looks like a cool game. I just bought it the other day when you recommended it because it was on sale. So I currently own it. I have it downloaded. So in the near future, I would love to do a stream, maybe talk about the music, get a feel for the game, and then we could jump into making some music around, you know, one of the scenes or something. I think that would be pretty fun. So, okay, you guys can see my screen, I'm assuming. I'm a big Zelda fan. So I was thinking we could do something in the realm of Minish Cap, just because it's a fun, weird, quirky little game. I figured I could make something pretty quick that's kind of in this like 8-bit style. Yes, I would love to do something. Yeah, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. That will probably be a future video or live stream. I also haven't finished Tears of the Kingdom yet, so I'm slacking quite a bit. But okay, let's start with this. I don't really know where to put this on my screen. How much can you guys see? Okay, you can't see it if it's over there. All right, we're just gonna have it here for now. No, that is not what I wanted. All right, there we go. Okay. All right. All right. That's good to know. That's pretty cool. All right. Well, we'll do that before too long. For now, this is my first foray into actually making something video game related. So, dang it. Okay. Every time we need to like reference it, I'll just have to pull it back up. Actually, can I download this? I'm gonna. All right. Save image as. Let's go desktop. Sure. And then I think. Let me add. What is going on here? I think I can add Z game visualizer, and then I can add there's a way to do this. Picture image effects. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Hardcore screamo remix. I think is there not like a Pop Goes Punk version? I'm sure there is. Dude, what is going on? Oh, here we go. Add pictures. Desktop. This one. Okay. Main. Background. Where's the image? Image. There we go. Okay. All right, well, we'll just hide this. Okay. I at least have the image inside of FL Studio now. Okay, let's get Serum up. I think You've never played a Zelda game? Are you serious? Like, not a single one? Okay. What do I have here? What kind of feelings are we getting from this town? I mean, I'm getting kind of a happy, like, there's a lot of colors going on. There's people. I think this is like a festival setting. So Mario Pop vibes. All right. Yeah, Pokemon. Yeah, I could kind of see that. Okay, let's see what stuff I have in here. Synth splice. 8-bit bass. Okay, we can do something with this. Can you guys hear it okay? Like if I'm playing this note, can you guys hear that? Cool. Okay, and then let's do like a Jay, have you seen Anchorman 2? Because that's what that reminded me of. What is going on with my chair? This chair is like 15 years old. And I can't get it to lock right. Oh, there's an entire scene where what's his face? Will Ferrell's character is like going on about how he's blind, so he like drank a whole bottle of ketchup and stuff. It's pretty funny. That is not what I'm looking for. You know, I tried a standing desk and I can't do it. Oh, that's okay, that's kind of fun. I'm liking that. And then see, I can sit if I have something that I need to focus on. Otherwise, I hear you. What else we got in here? Do we have anything fun? Labs would probably have something interesting if it's working right. If I need a piano. I don't. This thing's kind of funny. It's called Carp. It's literally just these two knobs. Oh, that's it. You get that kind of like medieval. Yeah, a little Japanese, a little bit like, I don't know, like festival sounding. Okay, so we got, let's just delete these guys. I don't know why I have them in here. Faceplant could be cool too. We're just going to start with these three. Okay, so I'm probably not going to use drums. Let's get, what was this one? Maybe not that one. Let's do one more thing. I want like a pad sound. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in here. What is this? That is way too like... Why is that not doing anything? Fluffy cloud. This is like the hardest part of working on music. Is trying to find those like... Trying to find the right sounds for stuff. Why is that just not loading anything? That's weird. Orchestral. See, that's like, I would do that for like a temple sound, you know, like you're walking into like a temple. I don't know, I think that'd be kind of cool. We need something that goes with that weird little plucky thing, though. Maybe we... Like, a lot of these are too wide sounding. I want something kind of like... Yeah, fun adventure, like... I don't know, a lot of these... Well, let's see what we got in here. See, again, that'd be like a great kind of mysterious kind of dungeon thing. Okay, well, let's keep this flute for now. We can make some sort of a chord progression. I wish I could like... Oh wait, detached. There we go. No, why does it keep doing that? Okay, whatever. We're good. Alright, no worries, Amanda. We'll be here. Okay, so C, F, A, C, E, B. Okay. Let's do this for now. I think I'm gonna do like some sort of arpeggio. Yeah, that's kind of fun. All right, what do we have for here? Okay, if we need a bass, we can do that. Maybe we pop this one up a little bit. Let's make this a little smaller. Okay, so I like that, and then we're gonna drop it down like a little bit. Sorry. No, that's a little too like sad. We want it to be... That's still kind of sad. Okay, I think we need to speed it up a little bit too, because it's, I mean, we're at a festival, we're having fun. I'm just gonna delete these. And I'm not trying to make it like super fast, we're not playing a racing game here, but... Okay, let's slow this BPM down a little bit. Cool. I'm enjoying that. Then let's do this. Again, a little sad. Yes, I like that. Okay. And then we can just... We'll just keep that going. Alright, let's drop the volume of this down a little bit. Turn carp all the way up. Why does it sound... Carp sounds a little, like, frail right now. Okay, let's get some sort of a melody going here. Oh, I like that a lot. Yes. It's like a little... It's got like a little mystery to it, which I think is great for... So the scene here, what we're working with, right, is like the very beginning of the game. And so it's cool. One sec, let me... Okay, so this is really cool because... you know, when you're starting a game out, you're in this cool town, but then you want this like air of like mystery because something is about to go wrong, right? And you know that because if you're playing a game, you always know that something is going to go wrong, and then that's going to propel you into the story. So to have just a hint, like you want it to be comfortable, you want it to be familiar, you want it to be fun, but you want just a hint of like what's gonna happen. Like there's something around the corner that you know is going to pop out at you and like cause you to go into this adventure, and I think that's really fun. So let's actually move this one over here. I think having some sort of a flute type thing could be really fun. Let's see if... I know it's kind of what we're working with already. But maybe we can get like a... Is there a search? There is a flute. String quartet. That one's not loading. I like the flute. That's fun. I want to do this kind of like call and response thing in here. So we'll do like, we've got this string thing going for these, for this, and then I'll have like a flute line in this bar, and then we'll do the strings and then like the flute line. And then I think we could probably build out some bass, and then from there, I want to add like some slight percussion. I don't want much, but I'm thinking maybe some sort of like tambourine type thing, you know, some sort of like a shaker, something like that. How's the stream looking so far, guys? Everything still running good? Like I'm still nervous that something's like not gonna work here, but all right. Sweet. That's good to hear. I feel like I've had enough issues, especially like, well, I'm running everything off of one computer right now, and I'm a little amazed that it's handling it without any issues. So that's cool. But I mean, even when I was on a 2-computer streaming setup, I feel like I would have an entire computer running the stream and it would still have issues. So I'm a little scarred. Okay, I like these shorter kind of notes. Maybe can it do like a wobble? Oh, that's fun. That's a little, see, I want to adjust the sound to, it's a bit, I mean, like I was saying before, like I don't want something really big, because we're in a town, right? If you're in a town, and you're in a small town and there's like a festival going on, like think of Jay will like this one. Think of like a 4th of July festival, right? You know, like we beat the Brits, like we're better than them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you've got this festival going on in your town and you probably know everyone. It's a big deal. It happens every year. Everyone's like looking forward to it. So, you want that kind of like smaller, like cozier community feel to whatever's going on. And so like, I don't want sounds that are like really big and like bold and like, you know, echoey. Like I don't really want any of that. What is this, water? Oh, that's kind of fun. Do you guys have country fairs? Like what do you guys have farms? Like I don't know too much about like British agriculture or what you guys do for fun. Okay, there's got to be like a, I'm just going to turn all of these effects off. Is there a... Oh, there we go. Reverb. Delay. Let's... Do you guys have farms? You have county fairs, not country fairs. I mean, we also have county fairs, but our county fairs are very country. At least in Washington they are. I don't know about other places, but do you guys have like Renaissance fairs? I feel like a Renaissance fair in Europe would be great. Yeah, see, that's what I want. I want like really minimal. Let's decay. Let's turn that way down. Dampen size way down. Yep, there we go. Okay, that's fair. I guess Europe is a bit bigger than just the UK. Oh, that's funny. So the cool thing with this synthesizer Phase Plant is like when you download it, they have a bunch of obviously a bunch of free presets, but they give you presets from other artists as well. But this one in particular was created by a guy named Rob Swire, who's like a very, very big artist in the electronic scene. He was in a drum and bass band called Pendulum. He's in an EDM duo called Knife Party, and then he's featured on like some deadmau5 songs and some other stuff because he's also a singer. So that's really funny. But anyways, okay, here's what we're looking at for our flute. I almost want this to be higher. Whoa, that sounds real weird. Maybe I can like... Why does that sound so strange? Something in here's got to be messing with it. Comb filter. Let's turn the mix down on that and see. That didn't do anything. Whoa. Oh, there we go. That sounds a bit better. It's still a little weird, but we'll work with it for now. If we need to change it later, we can. Alright, now let's do... I'm just going to drop this down here so it's easier for me to see in the context of the rest of the song. Okay. We're just gonna throw this here for now. Okay. Like I said, I want some like tambourines or something. So let me pull up Splice here. Might need to throw it on a different window or something, but okay. Tambourine. And let's do like a loop. So Splice is super cool. I don't know that I've popped it up too much on stream before, but basically it's a company. You have a you got like a whole bunch of samples and stuff that you can download. And then you basically can just search in here, and then there's a bunch of filters so you can do instruments, like they literally have a tambourine in there, genres, key, BPM, all sorts of stuff. The flute thingies have too sharp a cutoff. Like, are you talking about the like high end, like where it? let me... Yeah, see, that sounds so weird. Yeah, I don't know. I don't love them. I like the function they serve right now, but I think we will probably need to find a different sound. See, like, they've got everything. The flow between notes would be more drawn out. That's fair. That's a valid point. That's way too fast. All right, let me find a... I already have this one, so let's try it. We're just going to throw this into symbol effects. Actually, we'll throw it here. And it's the same BPM that we're in right now anyways, so that's awesome. And then we'll do it for a couple more. All right. So you're thinking like here, like pull these guys out a bit more. No, that's totally fair. I hear you. No, I think that makes sense too in the context of like I have a whole bar to work with here, right? And if it's like stopping after the first like beat, you know, you've got, I don't know, it might be kind of hard to see, but like you have these darker lines here, and then there's one that's like a little bit darker here. So it's like every 4 grid markers is a beat, I think, and then every 4 beats is a bar. So you can see up here like the 2, and there's a 3 and a 4 and a 5, and then you have your 4 bar sections that are, you know, obviously this one is a lighter gray, this one's a darker gray. Honestly, that's about as much musical knowledge as I have. Other than C major and A minor are all the white keys on piano, and that's unfortunately mostly what I operate in right now, but I've been trying to branch out a little bit. But yeah, no, I think that makes sense. I mean, I've got a lot of room to work with in here. Yeah, like that one could even be further. I wonder, okay, we're going to start to add these guys. Let's just call this one Synth 1. 36. Okay, and then our picture is going to go over here. I do want to add like a reverb. Vintage verb. This is what I want. And then we can do some like a really tight plate reverb, and then we can drop the mix way down. And then we'll do that. I'll just drop the decay down. Like I mostly want it for a... Let's just bump this way up. I'm gonna solo this one here. I could turn the volume up on this a little bit. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah, so when it comes to some of this stuff, like what I was saying earlier, like I didn't want like a big reverb. You still want things to sound natural, and there's this weird kind of mix that you run into, especially with this kind of stuff, where like if you want this kind of town Renaissance fair type vibe, right, and you're thinking about music, you kind of run into this clash of, should the sound like it's coming from a recording studio, or should it sound like it's coming from a tent where somebody's playing a flute? But then you also have to think about the properties of the flute, right? Like a flute without any reverb is going to sound really weird, because the way that wind instruments work is the wind literally reverberates in the chamber of the instrument and then leaves. So there's just some inherent like kind of reverb quality to wind instruments a lot of times, especially a flute. And so like what Jay was saying, you know, you want it to be kind of drawn out. I didn't want it to be big. I didn't want it to sound like it's in a cave or like a concert hall, but you do want it to have, like, as this ends, it might be a little hard to hear, but as this last note here kind of hits its last point, I want the sound to actually continue on for another couple of these grid lines before it completely ends, because it gives it a much more like natural, organic quality to it, which is cool. But again, that's where this like you want a, like the plate reverb is nice because it doesn't make the sound big. It still gives it that reverb, but then it allows it to kind of continue on a little bit in a way that, in a different way than what a delay would do. So I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it kind of ends like here. Like it kind of fades out a little bit, which is nice. So, okay, so let's start separating some of these out. I'm going to move this picture off screen for a second, so that way we can add some patterns here. Why is this longer? I need you shorter here. There we go. Okay, add, let's call flute, and then we're going to take this flute and we're going to put it in here, and this is going to be in synth 1. That way we can kind of see what we're working with. We're going to have, we'll just call this arpeggio, or arp. And then this one can be pad 1. And we'll assign it to pad 134. I am curious, just for my own information. Oh wait, that's muted. We'll call this like pluck, I guess. And then this guy can be synth 2 maybe. 37. Are you guys interested in kind of like the mixing and mastering side, like when I'm explaining reverbs and stuff and that kind of stuff? Or are you equally interested in that with the music? Are you more interested in music and you don't care as much about the mixing and mastering type stuff? I don't know a ton about it. I am trying to learn. I've got a bunch of like master classes and stuff that I'm going through, but in terms of like creating interesting content for you guys, I do want to keep it fun and engaging and interesting. So, I mean, that's fair. Is it interesting when I talk about it, or are you more interested in the music, if that makes sense? Because I'm more than happy to like just make music and then go back and like mix it later if it gets boring, but that is it's entirely up to you guys. And I mean, we can always change it up and whatever. So all right, that's fair. That's a valid point. Okay, so let's like, oh, whoops. Oh, whoa, that's cool. I didn't know that. So the program I use called FL Studio, they do this cool thing. Most software companies in the audio space don't do this, but they offer free lifetime updates. So like, I swear it's once every couple months they come out with like a big update, or big enough to where they add features. And so I'm always finding stuff like I can apparently lock the active or mute state of this. So if I like solo something else, it'll keep this going. But I didn't know I could do that, so that's pretty cool. That's fair. Okay. Are we feeling like a festival vibe from this? I think we're doing pretty good so far. Let me see if I can pull up Minish Cap first town playthrough. I don't know why I just saw that, but that animated like emoji that you used, Jay, that's really funny. All right, let's see if I can find. I think we're just gonna do this. Is this on YouTube? Okay, let me. We're gonna do this. I have no idea if I'm allowed to do this, which is funny because I'm literally on a like video game streaming platform, but they get so weird with like NDAs and stuff. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play this video, and I'm just gonna loop this song in the background, and we're gonna see what it looks like. Oh, we could add some bells in or something. Link PA. It's funny. I am actually curious what the original music sounds like. I really don't care about copyright, so we're gonna. Oh, that's right. They definitely went for a much more of a like that. Oh man, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like polka, like yeah, the carnival sound. They've got the flute in there though, which is cool. It's that like bob up and down kind of thing, you know? I think there's an accordion in there. Oh, I could add some bass to mine. Circus, yeah. Yeah, theirs is a little too. It feels almost a little too gimmicky. I should do like another 8 bars where I add some bass to it. See, I think this is interesting too. So, the like, I hate having to keep doing this. So the I mean, part of this, I'm a little biased. I played through this whole game, so like I know the backstory. I'm assuming that you guys probably haven't, or maybe haven't. But it's a fascinating game because like this festival is, yes, like a wind chime kind of thing. I like that. So the festival they do every year in Hyrule is basically around this like myth they think of these like tiny people who came in, and like vanquished this evil foe. And so when you have that as your like, there's something like about adding a little bit of like mystique, like the music in this being like it's so happy-go-lucky that that it kind of misses out on some of the like enchantment of the like, here's this mythology that these people have kind of gathered around and made an entire festival about. That I think this is kind of fun to have in there, where it's like, oh, we're talking about these like people that you can't see, that like, you know, they're telling all the kids that if they do good things then they'll be able to see these like miniature people who fought off evil. Yeah, I don't know, I think it's kind of cool. See this, like, only once every 100 years does the mystic doorway open. I feel like my song, you know, adds some of the, not like spooky, but you know, the like, the intrigue in a way that like this doesn't make me intrigued. Like, oh, we're talking about a doorway to a different world, and we're like, I feel like a clown's gonna pop out of a Jack-in-the-Box, you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, okay, let's keep working on it. Yeah, I've got a little bit of time. Probably go for another like 20 minutes or so. Let's add some bass and some the wind chime kind of bell thing. I'm liking Phase Plant because it's got some. I do not want that. That is not gonna do it. Replace Phase Plant. It's got some interesting sounds, but it also has a search function that's really nice. Let's just do wind and see. Oh, that actually might be a better one for this flute. Let's try it out. So we've got flutophone, but then if we do wind farm and then pitch it up. Yeah. Yeah. What about this? No, that's... I actually don't mind that. That sounds better. Yeah, okay. I'm okay with that. Let's try like chime. Nope. Maybe bell? What is this? Harp and bell layer. Meh. Let me move these guys. Throw this up an octave. Whoa. That's funny. Oh wait, here, Christmas bells? It's too high. Like way too high of an octave. Oh no, it's not loading. Why is it not loading? Dang it. That would have been a good one. Okay, I think that could do something good. This is a little too, like, old-time clock sounding. What's this? Plateau bells. No. Religion lead. Oh, man. That's a sweet sound. That is not at all what I'm going to use for this, but that's really cool. I enjoy that a lot. I always love, I don't know, I'm sure you guys have noticed by now, but I enjoy finding weird, like, sounds, and then you can, like, instantly create, like, a cool little, like, melody or something about it, or with it. Okay, let's use this. We're gonna see what. Okay, let's pop into this guy. I think, was this one a... Oh, I actually really like this. Do I like to listen to similar music for inspiration, or do you prefer to create first from what's in your head? I think in this scenario, especially, like I said, considering that I have familiarity with the game, it's easier for me to not remember what the music sounds like. Especially typically with Zelda music, Nintendo just makes the most iconic stuff ever. Minish Cap is interesting because it's a Capcom game. It's like, so Capcom made it, and then obviously like licensed by Nintendo. So they did things a bit differently. Like, there's still some pretty iconic music in the game, I think, but a bit less so than, you know, your Ocarina of Time or Breath of the Wild type music. So if I was to make something from like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, I would definitely not listen to that music first because I already know it really well. And then I think it would just mess with me. Because they do such a good job of, like, especially for locations, they encapsulate locations so well with their music. They're just masters of doing that. Now, if it's a game that I don't really know well or has kind of a more vague location, then I would maybe want to do some digging around for ideas. I think that would be more for, like, what sounds to use than it would be necessarily for melodic ideas or motifs or something like that. Just because I'm not, I mean, again, you guys know my background. I make electronic music. So when it comes to stuff like this, I don't have a lot of experience or expertise in kind of, you know, film score type stuff or game scores. A lot of people use a lot of real instrumentation and stuff, which I'm just not familiar with. I was never in band, you know, I never really listened to a lot of that kind of music. So yeah, I think that would be beneficial, and I've been starting to do that more. Like, I'll play through games and kind of listen for you know, different sounds and stuff in there. Same with film. I've been doing that a lot more with film as well. But yeah, so I think more often than not, in thinking about it, when you first asked it, I was going to say 50-50, but I think typically I would create first and then maybe reference something after I've already got an idea down, because I'm very influenced by what I think is good, which is difficult when you're trying to make stuff because you go, oh, well, that person did it better, so let me try to copy that instead of create my own thing and then take influence from it. And that's something I've been trying to do a lot more recently, where it's like that kind of struggle between uniqueness / like originality and like homage or inspiration. Trying to find that balance for me has always been pretty difficult. So I think getting an idea down and then referencing something and then coming back to it is probably how I would do it more often than not. All right, let's get this. I think we could do something where we combine this sound and that sound. I don't love the like LFO on this. Why is it so like... What is it doing? Is it the chorus? No? Reverb? I don't know what is making that weird sound. Oh, maybe it's this one. There we go. Yes. Yes, exactly. So that's exactly it. Well, and too, I think especially with video games, like if you go back here a little bit, you want to look for hints in the... What's the music here sound like? Oh, see, they're already alluding to it. So like one of the things that I'm trying to learn is where are you and what's going on, right? And that's such a big part of video games. It's like you want to immerse somebody in the world. And obviously there's a giant bell right here, right in the middle of the town, right? And so it's like if you can add in little components that tie you back to the reality of the situation that you're in, I think that helps a lot because it grounds you more in the area. So like if you were, in a dungeon that's in a cave, like if you could use like water sounds and like more gravelly sounding things and like earthier sounding things, I think that makes a lot more sense. Like you can still do some really cool stuff that isn't that, but it grounds you in the location that you're in, and it adds like a greater sense of like spatial awareness, I think, because you're using things that are in here. But yeah, I mean, also too, like you get a lot of carnival type music that has chimes. I mean, I see these stars and I assume like, oh, these are maybe like spinning kind of metallic stars that could make some sort of like metally bell type sound. You've obviously got like swords. Like he just got a sword like a minute ago, so like you've got that. I don't know. Just stuff like that. I mean, you could use all sorts of different things. You could use, bird chirp sounds in here and stuff too, but because it's obviously outside. Oh, and this guy's ringing a bell right here too, right? So stuff like that. Just trying to keep it in the back of my mind. Now the trick with this is going to be to make it not sound like it's a lullaby. I think some sort of maybe using it more as a percussion type instrument and not as a melodic type instrument could work. So let's throw this here. And then let's go. let's just see what this sounds like. I'm gonna pop the octave up. Oh, whoops. Let's go up one more. Okay, that is really annoying. So let's drop the volume like a ton. Okay, we need to mess with this quite a bit. Because it's like, it's not bad here. It's a little high-pitched. There's like a frequency in there. I don't know if you guys are hearing it, but it's like... Let's just double it. Man, I wish I could like get behind that preview window. What? Are these not? I'm very confused why this isn't working. There we go. Okay, let's try this. Chime. And then we'll throw it in here. What do I do? A shaker, I think. Okay. Okay, there's got to be something interesting we can do to this. Let's add some reverb to it. Steel plate. Let's see what that sounds like. And then let's pull out the EQ. That's fair. Maybe if we do it a little less repetitive like this. So let's do this. Actually, I guess I don't need those either. All right. Yeah, I think, I mean, you raise a good point. I think in the future, it would probably be good for me to invest in some software that does some of the stuff a little better than what I currently have. Because I am basically just trying to, like, make things out of things that I have, which is not. I mean, you're right. Like this sound is not designed to be like an accurate bell. So, and I think that's something that I will run into very quickly with this whole endeavor is if I'm not making music for something like Armored Core that's like very electronic, or even like, you know, you can get away with it with a lot of racing games, like they have pretty heavily electronic soundtracks. You know, when you're dealing with like, oh, here's a kid running around a village in like a fantasy setting, like you're not going to be using a lot of electronic instrumentation for that. So no, I entirely agree with you. Let's see. I don't know if I have. One of these, I think, has some sort of a bell sound. That's a piano. I can never remember which one's which because I don't speak Swedish or whatever this is. Plex. There's a mallet. That's definitely not a bell. What is Leco? That's just a piano. Alright, let's try this one. I think this is the bass. Yeah, that's not going to be it. Okay. Let's replace it with what else would have a bell? What else would have a bell sound? Sound font player. String ensemble. Let's replace this with a MIDI out. And then we had it on 7. Let's do this. Sorry, this might take me a second. I need to remember what it was called. There's a tool in here, LSD. That's what it is. Okay, MIDI out 1 port 1, I think. There we go. Okay. I don't know why it's called Fruity LSD, but it is. They have all sorts of weird stuff in here. That sounds way more like a bell. Okay, so we got the glockenspiel. We got a music box. That could maybe work. What is a tubular bell? Oh, we got like a church bell. No, that's not what we're looking for. Yes, thank you for jumping in, Amanda. Good luck with the laptop. Good luck with school. Super exciting. Again, very happy for you. VOD will be on Twitch as well as on YouTube. Since I'm live streaming to YouTube, all of my streams will be on my YouTube channel. So, I know Twitch deletes them after like 30 days or whatever, but YouTube, they're literally just going to be on there forever. So, part of the reason why I'm streaming to YouTube as well is you can literally just go on there and watch them. So, yeah, either or, whatever works best for you. But yeah, have a good one. Good luck with the laptop, and hopefully I will see you in here again next time. And I'm probably gonna wrap it up here pretty soon too, because it's already 11:30. So let me just try and find. Oh, this could be kind of fun. A little wood block. I always forget about this tool, and there's a lot of cool stuff in here. That one could maybe work. What is this? That's kind of funny. All right, Jay. Well, I mean, if you two guys are leaving, I'm just gonna throw the glockenspiel on this, and we're just gonna call it there. Yeah, let me just play it for you guys. Whoops. Cool. Well, now we know what to do for next time. We're just going to call this Minish Cap Town Theme. We can save that. And yeah, I mean, I'm having fun with it. I enjoyed this stream. I think it's a little easier for me too sometimes. Like my own personal music, I'm trying to make it a little more meaningful and a little more vulnerable, and that makes it a little tricky sometimes to do it on stream. So definitely will still continue to work on like personal Skycap music on stream at some point. But I figured this gives me like a good excuse to be working on something for a portfolio for what I want to do with my career, while also creating content and getting to, you know, interact and live stream for you guys. So it's kind of a, you know, it's a win-win-win in my opinion. So, and then of course Subnautica will happen in the not too distant future as well. We'll bring Craig back, so that'll be fun. But yeah, for now, this is what we got. I think it's a good stopping point because we know what to work on for next time. We got the bell thing, and then we can add some bass and some other stuff too. So, all right. Well, thanks guys for jumping in here. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you guys next time.